Why should fast bowlers have all the fun?
Must win.
First up, very well done on what's been as convincing a game as it could be for the first game. Very well done. A lot of deficit. Could be a bit long because I think today is the kind of day where a lot of guys have pitched in at different points of time with an impact. And we always speak about impact in this team, the intent, the impact. So let me start with Yash. When someone bowls the first over like what Hawks did, to back it up with a gun second over, I think that is brilliant. Very well done, Yash. But the way you came back in that 19th over, again, it could have easily been a big over. The courage that you showed, and more importantly, the clarity with your plan. I think that was very, very nice to watch. We know what you did last year, and to see you just continuing that is beautiful. Well done. You know, it's being world class is one, and you're going towards that without a doubt. Right now, what you're doing is inflicting fear. So every time you walk out to bat, it's not just us who are just calm knowing what you're going to do, but also the fear that you instill in the opposition. And that's something we want to put pressure on teams bowling to us. Not only the shots that you play, but when you get an over that's going for you, you make it big, mate. And that's what we want. Really nicely done today.
It's good to be back here. It's a ground I obviously know well, and to start a tournament and take 2 points at the earliest opportunity, that's massive, so really pleased with that. Sort of ebbs and flows at the start, wasn't it? Obviously we started really well with the ball, took an early one which was always nice, and then they got a little bit of a partnership going out of the power play. I thought we were dragging them back well, but then they pushed the accelerator again, so it was backwards and forwards. Krunal was the difference for me in that phase of the game. I thought the way that he came on, he was so clear in what he did, and that really paid dividends for us. I think that was probably the turning point of the first innings for me.
Krunal Pandya, man of the match. Very nice, very well done. Again, in this tournament, there's always going to be overs when you go for runs. That's the nature of this game. This IPL is a beast that way. Bowlers are put under immense pressure. But to give such a big over first up, but to come back the way you did to run, just shows you what skills you have, but most importantly, the mental side of things that you're so good at. Very nicely done. Well done.
Mindset was pretty simple, where I wanted to get into the game. I wanted to bowl that one good over where again we can restrict the opponent. Obviously Rasik took wicket just before the second over which I bowled. And then again when I came, as I told in the presentation, where I narrowed down my focus. I wanted to, how I can narrow down focus, how I can be like so present, like bowling that one ball at the right place and then go step by step. And really happy in a way where when you give a first over, playing first game 15 runs and then you make a comeback and can have an impact, that actually boosts your confidence as well. So glad at the end of the day that we got 2 points.
When we come to that stage, when we know Russell is a big player and we throw you the ball and say, come here Suyash, give us something here. And for you to have the courage to bowl on the stumps, use the googly, that strength of yours, keep it on that stump and get that wicket is just brilliant. Very well done today. This one man is a personal favourite of mine. The only man today among fast bowlers to go back with a plan. Mr. 𝗁𝗲𝗄𝗏 for bowling the most number of dot balls. It's very easy to throw terms, especially now that I do a bit of broadcasting, world class and all that. But what we saw here today was serious stuff. Again, another person who I thought had a tough start. Another debutant, Rasik Salam. But that wicket of Narayan at that point of time was very important. That easily nahi aata. That comes from courage. That comes from wanting to make a difference. That wicket actually then turned things towards our favour. Super. Well done, Rasik. Now for another man, well, last but not the least, There was one man who started off with a nice dance today, and by the way, Andy said that your footwork is good because of the dance. I don't crack such bad jokes, but I thought, but I did think again, being the chase master, the tag you got, but most importantly, it is a lesson to a lot of the batters, how you go through the ebbs and flows of a game. You took it hard at the start, then you realized there was probably a situation where you needed to just be there. You were there right up to the end, and that's what we expect of our batters. Mr. 𝗁𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗃𝗲𝗃 just showing how to put opposition under pressure with skills. Your batting, I think in RCB, if you've been around, you'll know what skills you've got. But today, I think the highlight was the way you captain. The way you marshal troops, but most importantly, even when we are under the pump, that calm demeanor that you have, I think is working really nicely for us. Well done on a great start.